After 2 turbulent years for our national carrier, Qantas is soaring to new heights, confirming direct flights from Australia to New York, Paris and London by 2025.
Qantas CEO Alan Joyce joins us now. Good morning to you, Alan. Nice to see you this morning.
Good morning, Karl. Good to talk to you again.
You too. 20 hours stuck in a plane with my 2-year-old Harper May. Are you trying to kill me?
Well, Karl, this will be the most luxurious aircraft we've ever put in the air. We'll have only 238 seats on it compared to Qatar and Cathay with the same aircraft with over 100 more seats. And what we have for you, Karl, because I know you're exclusively travelling in first class, the first class cabin will have its own bed, will have its own seat, will have its own wardrobe. The only thing it's missing is its own dunny maid, so you're set up for having plenty of space.
Hey,
and even if Ali's travelling in economy, it's the best economy we've ever put into the air. It'll have 33-inch pitches. It will have an exercise area for people to stretch and hydrate. This is the most luxurious aircraft Qantas has ever put into the air.
Hopefully they've got those curtains too to prevent you from coming from economy up to the front.
To see at the front.
Yeah,
I mean, look, one of us on this desk has got to keep it real, right? It's up to one of us.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan, these new planes, right, still 3 years away. If we can just talk about now for a moment, because we had you on the show recently talking about that chaos we saw at airports at Easter. There were flights cancelled and call centre wait times of more than 5 hours. Do you have some groundwork to make up with customers?
Well, Ali, I suppose the things that happened at Easter really impacted the entire industry. It wasn't just Qantas. We had airport security lines very long, and it was COVID related, as we know, because of high levels of absences. The airports around the world are having the same experience. Airlines around the world are having the same experience. But we are coming out of that as we start living with COVID. And we saw it in the last week or so, a dramatic improvement in all of those statistics. And you have to do both things at once, coming out of this other side of the worst crisis the aviation industry has ever faced, but at the same time planning for the future. These aircraft are going to arrive over a decade. These aircraft are going to transform the business for the next 20, 30 years, and the company has to get itself in the position to do both. But what we're seeing at airports over Easter was an industry issue, not particularly a Qantas issue. We apologise for what our customers went through, and we're putting every effort in to make sure that doesn't happen again.
There's no doubt in anyone's mind that you have tremendous skill as a CEO, how you've ridden this out during the pandemic, despite how tough that was, I guess, for some staff. But coming back out of all of this, customers, I guess they want to know they have certainty. They want to know that it's easier to travel, and they also want prices to come back to some sort of normal level. You've got to marry that up against shareholder responsibilities. Where will you find that balance, and when do you think?
Well, we've always found that balance, Karl, going back for a long time. Before COVID, Qantas was making record profits. Qantas was investing in these new aircraft that customers absolutely love. Qantas was putting free Wi-Fi on its aircraft. Qantas has the best lounge network of any airline in the world. We have 35 lounges domestically, 3 tiers of lounges. And at the same time, we have Jetstar offering some of the cheapest airfares of any airline on the globe. And our customers were giving us the best satisfaction ratings we've ever seen. So we will get back to that. We are seeing that our loyalty program all the way through COVID was most engaged with customers. We have customers that really engage with the airline. And I have to say, Karl, you know, in the things that you talk about, the basics, we're back to people, over 90% of people getting to their destination within an hour. We are getting bags to people back to pre-pandemic levels. So all the stats are going in the right direction. And I've no doubt very soon Qantas will be back to record customer satisfactions with everything that we're putting in place, including this new aircraft order, which, as I said, will be the most luxurious, best product that Qantas has ever delivered to its customers.
So are you confident then that those dramas that everyone saw over Easter will be fixed by the July school holidays?
Yeah, so that's absolutely our plan. But Ali, what I can say is that COVID has thrown curveballs at us before. I thought last year, I didn't think at this time we were going to have a Delta variant. I didn't think at this time we were going to have an Omicron variant. And I certainly didn't think the absentee levels over Easter were going to be as high. Nobody did. The airports didn't. Virgin didn't. None of the other airlines of the world didn't. But we are putting a huge amount of resources in over July. We're recruiting for the build-up of our network, over 2,500 people at the moment. Amazingly, we've had 25,000 applicants for those 2,500 jobs. So we're putting all the resources in to make sure we are ready. But who knows, with COVID, it can throw you curveballs.
Okay, lots of people have watched this unfold from the sidelines during the pandemic. You've been through more than your fair share of crises with the company. I mean, 2 weeks from bankruptcy is an incredible thing. I want to take you back to July 2008. Everyone at home, take a look at this. This is Alan there he is, eh? The handsome rascal. In 2008, it was his first day in charge of Qantas. 14 years on. And look at him, he's still devilishly handsome. And despite all the dramas,
Karl,
still loving it, huh?
Karl, aviation years are really like dog years. You age so rapidly running an airline. It's not quite being the MC of a breakfast show. You just get younger every day, as does Ali. That seems to be the way it works.
I think what that there was just to ensure that you get to stay flying at the front of the Qantas plane.
Exactly. No, I'm doing my bit for the national carrier. Just doing my bit. Good on you, Alan. Thank you so much.
These new planes are very exciting, Alan. We're very excited to see them come on board.
G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please? I don't know.